How's it going, friends? My name is Kade Watson. Yeah, I know, I'm posting a video like this after almost 2 weeks. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about 6 Indians who failed in life but now are amongst us as successful people. But before that, I want to share a thought with you all. Most great people have achieved their greatest success just one step beyond their greatest failure. By Napoleon Hill. It's a perfect beginning, isn't it? This person was the face of Bollywood but had to go through a lot of difficulties and failures. Before he tried his hand at Bollywood, Amitabh Bachchan tried his hand at All India Radio. The popular legend says that he was rejected because they didn't like his voice. However, it's just that presenter Amin Sayani didn't have time to meet him and rejected him without an interview. When he first came to Mumbai, Amitabh Bachchan had nowhere to go and had to spend a few nights on the roadside of Marine Drive. Can you believe this? The living legend spent few nights on the roadside. From 1969 to 73, he delivered 12 consecutive flop movies before his first superhit, Zanjeer. At the time he was shooting Coolie in 1983, Amitabh Bachchan was at the height of his popularity. He could not help but deliver hits. That was when he had that near fatal accident which almost ended his career. To lose your peak years to illness is a stumbling block few people bounce back from, but not him. In the 90s, Amitabh Bachchan decided to get into film production with ABCL. Things were doing well for the production house, but soon, with its inability to pay its dues, Amitabh Bachchan found himself almost bankrupt. Actors need publicity so people can hear and read about their works. At the height of his career, though, Amitabh Bachchan was apparently given press ban by leading Bollywood magazines. The reason for this vary, with some saying he disrespected them, while some claim it was revenge for his closeness to the Congress regime during the emergency. The fact that despite all that, people still heard about him and flocked to his movies is a testament of his sheer talent. Jadeja comes from a modest family background, as his father was a watchman in a private security agency. But when Jadeja just started making a name for himself in cricketing circles in 2005, he lost his mother in an accident. After the demise of his mother, Jadeja wanted to walk away from the game. But his family and friends consoled him and advised him to continue playing this game. On February 8, 2009, he made his international debut against Sri Lanka in an ODI game at Colombo. Smriti Irani is an Indian politician, former model, television actress, and producer. Irani is a minister in the Union Cabinet of India. She is currently the youngest minister in the Council of Ministers at the age of 43. What people may not know is the humble roots of Irani. When Smriti Irani was still a schoolgirl in Delhi, her parents invited an astrologer to predict their 3 daughters' future. He declared that while her 2 younger sisters would do alright, but the elder daughter's future is bleak. Her parents had no big dreams for her either. But Irani had other ideas. Growing up in Delhi, the self-confessed quiet bookworm wanted to become a civil servant or a journalist. Her father thought that neither profession would suit her, so she did the next best thing she could think of. She packed her bags and left for Mumbai, the city of possibilities, and it certainly did seem like that. Irani decided to enter the Miss India, but she failed to win there. Back then, nothing seemed to go right for her. She would turn up for TV auditions and keep getting rejected. She took the first job she could find, clearing tables and cleaning the floor at a new McDonald's in Bandra. Her first TV break came when she got a call from the producer of a show called Bakeman's Ooh La La. That's where TV producer Shobha Kapoor spotted her. One thing led to another, and Smriti was signed on to play the lead role of Tulsi in the Hindi serial क्योंकि सास भी कभी बहू थी. The serial ran for 8 years, and Irani became India's most famous television actress even as a character. Tulsi became India's most loved daughter-in-law. Tulsi was a role tailor-made for an aspiring women politician fast-track entry into politics. For former President APJ Abdul Kalam, being a fighter pilot in the Indian Air Force was a dearest dream, but he failed. Prithvi and Agni, the two most famous missiles APJ Abdul Kalam was behind, began with big failures, because of which the DRDO faced enormous criticism from all quarters. However, Kalam withstood all and led his men to success within days. Both missiles are now being used by the armed forces. Prithvi was India's first attempt at a surface-to-surface missile, with Kalam heading the team. Several years of laboratory work led to a launch date in February 1988. Intermediate range ballistic missile Agni witnessed more failures. More than 500 scientists were involved and many organizations were networked for its development. The first launch was scheduled for April 20, 1989. At 14 seconds before launch, the computer signal hold, indicating instrument malfunction. Within seconds, hold signals came from several other instruments, compelling the scientists to abort the launch. A second launch was planned for May 1, but again the hold sign came up for a different reason. 20 seconds before liftoff, the launch was aborted again. Kalam and his team were under tremendous pressure. Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi was waiting for success. The third launch date was May 22. A night before the launch, then Defense Minister K.C. Pant asked Kalam how he would like to celebrate the success the next day. Kalam said he would like to plant 1 lakh saplings in the research center. You are buying the blessings of Mother Earth for Agni, quipped Pant. The next day, Agni had a perfect launch at 710 hours. The internet has inevitably changed numerous lives and brought out the hidden talents and abilities of so many people throughout the years. One of these is the exceptional story of a creative young man, Nikunj Lotia, the CEO of the YouTube channel BU Nick, and a popular sketch comedian. From bartending to being a wedding planner to working in a call center, just to fend for his expenses, this guy has seen it all. He has also done a degree in hotel management, and while he was doing that, he came into bartending to pay for his college expenses. He recalls in one of his interviews how watching a Tom Cruise movie inspired him to get into bartending. Now he is a full-time successful YouTuber. Born in Aligarh's small town, Harduaganj, Vijay was good at studies, and his bright marks always reflected the same. His father was a school teacher and mother was a housewife. Though he was a bright student, most of his schooling was done in Hindi, and little did he know that this particular thing would land him in a spot of bother in the future. He cracked the entrance exam, which was in English, of Delhi College of Engineering in 1994. Vijay took inspiration from the advent of Yahoo and the stories of the people from Silicon Valley and began a journey of his own. His college hostel room became the office, and a nearby shopkeeper's phone became the office landline. He found a partner in one of his friends, and his first company, XS Corp, started its operation. Meanwhile, he cleared all his examinations. Just when everything was looking good, a sad thing happened. For his company, Vijay had taken a loan of Rs 8 lakh and he was conned off 40% of that amount by his friend himself. That shattered him, and he took a while to recover. But he overcame and decided not to stop until he reached his goal, that of becoming a successful entrepreneur. Soon after that shattering event, Vijay started 197, the parent company of Paytm. He put all his hard work into that company, but still one problem remained, that of money. 197 grew bigger, so did the requirement of investment. The company took some loans to expand the business of as Vijay's money ran out. Whatever money the company earned went into paying the rents and salaries. There was a time when he could not even pay the rent of his house, searched for the cheapest food available to eat, did part-time jobs to earn something which he could invest in 197. This was a tough phase, but he passed it, and now he is a founder CEO of Paytm, India's largest mobile payment app and also India's youngest billionaire. So, these were the 6 people who reached success after failing so much in life. So I guess this should be the end of this video. Go and watch my other videos, and yes, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until then, bye.